Yo, my name Jacob. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm repping all Atlanta teams, and I feel like my Bulldogs gonna win. I feel like my Braves gonna win again.
He kind of went off topic and started saying like all of his teams are gonna win like championship. We'll just say
So basically,
for incentive purposes that his Bulldogs are gonna win championship. That's the one that we're going with.
I
I'm
mean, did you
assuming
see the
his Georgia
game? Did
Bulldogs.
did he not watch the Missouri game on Saturday? Because
Yeah,
tell you
that
what,
was
bro,
that was pretty
you
scary.
play like that, against any of the good teams, the ranked teams, bro. Yeah, you won't be seeing much of anything this year, bro. There
Yeah,
definitely won't be a
actually,
championship. A lot of people.
can
Go
you
ahead, PC.
expand on that, Sean? Like, what's been going on with Georgia's offense? Because like this is now 2 weeks in a row where they just started slow, and last week they almost got beat by a team they should convincingly beat. So like, what's going on with Stenson Bennett? What's going on with the offense, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same problem they had last year. Stetson Bennett, in the beginning of the season, weeks 1 and even a little bit 2, Stetson Bennett looked like he was maybe turning the corner, like he was having a breakout season. Clearly, now we know that's not the case, and it was a bit of a fluke. But Stetson Bennett's return to the player he was last season, and the only reason that Georgia won last year was because they had probably the greatest defense in college football history. But on offensive wise, their quarterback constantly held him back, and he's currently doing the same thing this season.
Yeah, man. Sean basically, yeah, he said it the best, bro. That defense, I said it was historically the greatest college defense we have ever seen, bro. Everybody here is it's between the ages of 23 and a little bit older, but we have never seen a defense that elite, bro. And he's absolutely right. The defense completely carried them to the championship last year. The quarterback wasn't really that good at all last year. I mean, he was okay. He was manageable. That's the word I'll use. Man, he was manageable last year, but that defense, absolutely, bro. The greatest defense that we have ever seen in college football, bro. And I don't think we'll ever see a defense like that again. That defense that took a step back this year. And they're gonna have to win the championship this year because of the quarterback. I believe it's not gonna be because of the defense that's carrying them this year. Because of that, bro. Yeah, man, I agree with Sean, bro. The quarterback's really not that good, and I don't think they're gonna win another championship this year. With that being said, let's jump into our hot takes of the week, and we're gonna let's start with Gianni.
The Suns got beat by a team from Australia yesterday. And they had some turmoil from the off season because of Eaton and game moved and everything. So my hot take of the week is that the Phoenix Suns are going to be in the play-in tournament. They're going to fall from being the first seed last season to being a play-in team.
I can definitely see that with how things have been turning. Let me tell you something. Devin Booker, in a message to that entire Phoenix Suns franchise. I get it. Take it from a guy like me. I've been a Sixers fan my entire life. I've been through some very tough, emotionally exhausting losses, especially during the process. Trust me, I get it. I was a part of Kawhi Leonard's, game-winning Game 7 shots. Been a part of epic collapses in the playoffs. I get it. All right, but all these are just showing signs of someone who is not in an emotional state right now to challenge the rest of the league. What I mean by that is that you're hearing all this noise, all this trash talk going on about you and your team right now, and you do not know how to handle it whatsoever. That can't happen. Okay? Delete your IG, delete your socials, do what you have to do to get away from the outside world right now so that Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns can be ready for this upcoming season. We all know just how good of a player you are, Devin Booker. Okay, we know how good of a team that the Phoenix Suns are. You cannot let one loss in the playoffs, whether it's embarrassing or not, it happen. Pretty much establish who you are as a team. I mean, you're getting this pressed about a preseason loss to an Australian team that's called the Sixers, man. Like, yeah, people are going to make their memes because, for the Australian Sixers, this was their NBA Finals, okay? This is the most recognition they're going to get. Let's keep it real. All right? People are going to make their jokes about it. for you to be this sensitive about it, for you to be this uptight about it, that's showing signs of a team that is broken right now. And trust me when I say it, the Phoenix Suns are a broken team right now, emotionally and maybe even physically. Is what separates the good leaders and the good teams from the greats and the elites in NBA history. What kind of player are you, Devin Booker? Are you the guy that is going to constantly post, pictures of LeBron bragging about, his success and about him hearing the noise when you lose a preseason game to an Australian basketball team? Or are you going to be the guy that puts down his phone, gets off all of his socials, and he puts in the work in the regular season? I guess we're
PC.
going to see.
My hot take is going to be about the New York Football Giants and their star running back, Saquon Barkley. Not only is he running away with the Comeback Player of the Year race, I think it's time we say it. He's the best running back in the NFL.
He's
Like,
not running away with it.
He's running away with it, but
CMC is still.
that's not the
CMC is
hot
still
take.
right there. The
That's
white
not the hot
savior is
take.
still right there, bro.
That's not the hot take. The hot take is he's the best running back in the NFL, and it's time we all realize it. He's been absolutely dominant week in and week out, out rushing teams, out receiving teams. He's breaking records. This is by far the best version of Saquon Barkley we've seen in his career. Behind a bad offensive line with bad QB play, he is still the #1 fantasy running back, leading the league in rushing yards. He's been absolutely on a tear this season, and he's going to continue that tear for the rest of the season. Christian McCaffrey is not better. Jonathan Taylor is not better. Derrick Henry is not
Taylor
better.
definitely
They
has
are
not
fighting for #2, but Saquon is #1, and it's time we recognize.
really respect CMC though, because he's literally doing it all right now for the Panthers.
As a CMC fantasy owner, he hasn't even been that good this year. He's been solid, but
Just
not
dropped
nothing
2
crazy.
yesterday. He had like 10 points plus.
Oh, yeah, that was his best game.
It was on the maybe in fantasy, but on the ground. 2 back-to-back 100-yard games. Then yesterday he had almost 100 yards receiving and like 40 rushing. He was doing his thing, bro. Stop hating.
No, he's a good player. He's just not winning Comeback Player of the Year award because Saquon is running away with
It's
it.
not a runaway though. It's really not a runaway.
Whatever you say.
It's pretty close. This year so far, Cooper Rush has been better than Kyler Murray, Stafford, and even Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, bruh. He's been better than all 4 of those quarterbacks. He has the Cowboys at what are they, 3-1? He checked in the game late against the Bucks. Okay? He doesn't have an interception this year. His touchdown ratio is 4-0. Just listen, right? Cooper Rush, he's doing what he needs to do to win them the games. He's not putting them in bad position to lose these games. Cooper Rush has been a very good, underrated quarterback this year, and it's not being talked about enough. It's really not. That's all. That's the hot take. I mean, you can do what you want with it. It's just facts. Cooper Rush has been overachieving the expectations for the Cowboys and even himself this year. He might he's not going to, but he could take Dak Prescott's job the way he's been playing. The way he's been playing.
When I said this last week, bro,
we all agreed that he wasn't
Tony
going to, though.
and Dak
We all
Prescott,
agreed that he wasn't
y'all
going.
all said, but I'm just saying it's possible, bro. It's possible, bro. Bro, Jerry Jones has nothing better to do but create these terrible ass storylines. I'm telling you right now, bro. Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott is going to be a storyline.
All right. So for my hot take this week, it's going to be a baseball hot take. Okay. Call me crazy, but my hot take for this week is that Aaron Judge will not get to 62 home runs this season.
I don't know if you've seen those videos, PC, but your man Ben Simmons, bro, he's been in the gym. And not only has he been in the gym, he's been shooting a lot of threes, bro. So here's my hot take for the week.
No, wait. Stop. TK. Just stop yourself real quick, okay? because I already know what you're about to say. Okay, Ben Simmons about to have
Oh, no, you
another,
have no idea
about
what I'm
that breakout
about to say.
season.
You
He's
have
about to
no
hit
idea
a
what I'm
lot
about
of
to say.
threes. Okay, he is coerced magically once again. Number 10 has coerced another fan base into thinking that the stuff that he does in open gyms is what he's going to do in an actual NBA game. You know what? I
That's
gotta
fair.
give it up
That's
to you,
fair.
Ben Simmons. I really gotta give it up
That's
to you. You are a
fair.
master
I haven't even said the
manipulator, Ben.
hot take. I haven't
You
even
don't need to.
said
That
the
leeway
Can
was
he say
perfectly
the hot
enough for
take,
me.
bro? Let him say the hot take, bro.
All
I
right.
want.
So, ladies and
Good job.
gentlemen, Ben Simmons at the end of the season will have more 3-pointers made than Tyrese Maxey. Again, I will repeat that. Ben Simmons will have more 3-pointers made at the end of the NBA season than Tyrese Maxey. I guarantee. And here's why, bro. There's going to be so much offensive power on that net squad, bro. This man is going to have so many wide open threes of where nobody's guarding him. He's going to take them. He's going to take them because they're going to tell him to take them. He's going to have the confidence that your bum ass. Actually, I'm not going to say because Sixers aren't bums, but that your team did not give him, bro. And yes, PC, I understand y'all gave him that confidence in the first years, but he wasn't taking the shots, yada yada yada, whatever. But when he needed y'all most after that playoff game, Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid failed him, bro. So he's going to go out this year and he's going to prove you guys wrong. And at the end of the season, he's going to have more 3-pointers made than Tyrese Maxey. That is my hot take for the week. How do you feel about it, PC? You look tired.
Honestly, let me jump
Hey,
in.
man,
I
look,
have to defend
bro.
PC here.
But
Honestly,
Gianni, wait, Gianni, before you jump in, all I'm saying is he's going to have a lot of wide open shots, bro. I just feel like he's going to
yeah,
take
but
those
he's
shots.
scared
He's
to
going to take
shoot.
them. I don't think that's going to be the case this year. I don't think that's going to be the case this year.
I don't think you
He was scared to
change
shoot
like
from
that. I don't think you change like
I
that.
mean,
It's like a never-ending change.
look, I don't know, man. And I think, bro, I really think this year he's going to, bro, he has a big ass chip on his shoulder, bro. Literally. He plays the Sixers 4 times. PC, stop looking at me like that. He plays the Sixers 4 times this year. And don't be surprised if this man drops 5 3-pointers against the Sixers at least one of those games, bro. I'm just saying, don't be surprised, bro. If they just go back.
I could see him dropping 5 3-pointers maybe against, I think, Orlando or OKC, like a bad team like that. But I just don't see him shooting threes against like Philly or like contenders basically.
Well, let me get this straight. You think that Ben Simmons, the man, quite literally, has a career total of about 5, not even 5, of about 3-pointers made. He's going to come out this season and have more 3-pointers made than the guy who literally had more threes than Ben Simmons' entire career in the first quarter of the preseason game in Tyrese Maxey. That's what you really think, TK.
Look, yes, I do. He's not the number one option on the Nets that he was in Philly. I mean, he's not that option anymore. But he's like the fourth. He's like maybe the fourth option, maybe the third or fourth at most. I'm just saying, bro. Those shots are going to be so wide open for him. He's not going to miss all of them. That's all I'm saying.
And you don't like.
Y'all have watched a
And-
single minute of Ben Simmons basketball, you would
Yes.
know that this man gets 99.9% of his points within the paint or within 2 feet of the basket. So what makes you think
That's why it's called a hot
Kyrie
take.
Irving and
That's what-
Kevin Durant. That's what makes me
I
think
don't have
Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
yeah. I'm going to
All I want to say is
top
the Celtics
paint.
still look like the Celtics. Yes, it was preseason, but Joe
That's
must
one of the worst takes
look
I've
real
ever heard in
good.
my entire life. Holy
Now, PC.
God. No.
Stop it.
Nah,
It's
PC.
not that
Pretty
bad.
terrible hot takes in
Oh,
your
it's
past
the
time.
worst hot take I've ever
It's
heard.
not that bad.
It is
When you- If
officially
you think, but
the
listen,
worst.
PC, you're not thinking about it from the way I'm looking at it. See, I'll send the jump shot videos, man. The jump shot looks nice, man. It looks nice. Looks really nice, bro.
He
All I'm
makes
saying is
those
gonna make
videos in open gym every goddamn year. In every single goddamn year, I wait for this man to put what he does in open gyms into an actual basketball game. And you have the audacity to tell me that that man who constantly chucks up open threes in those open gyms is about to have more threes made than the guy that is quite literally on his way to being an all-star this upcoming season in Tyrese Maxey? If that's what you're telling me,
only
TK,
because
I have nothing else to say, and I can get to the end of this episode. Just tell me
go
if
ahead, man.
that is
Go
what you
ahead,
mean.
PC. That's what I'm saying. Ben Simmons is going to have more 3-pointers made by the end of the season than Tyrese Maxey. Go ahead.
Episode 93 is in the books.